Okay, it's been a long time coming. I haven't recorded one of these in fucking God knows how long. It's been long enough that the last time I recorded one, there was some COVID restriction where I was still allowed to have people over. And we were allowed to be outside, and it was sunny, and it was warm, and it was beautiful, and it looked really cool, and the setup was nice. And now this is the setup. Fuck, the ghost is still up. Well, I did take most of the recording, or the spider webs down. Fucking Jesus, so what am I, Jacob 33? I don't know if that name's copywritten. I'm not dealing with that shit. But I took the spider webs down. Now there's a ghost. What the fuck is going on with my eye? Okay, no, we're not talking about that. Right now, we're doing an actual Gumble Grumble. Okay? I filled in a few of them where they weren't grumbles. It was like DNA test. And I bitched about fucking God knows what in the DNA test. There was nothing in there that was a grumble. And then there's the results. And there was nothing there was a grumble. And then we did fucking ninja fighting. Or fruit ninja. And there's no grumble in there. So this is an actual one for anybody who wanted to see me bitch about things, because I have so many. But today I'm going to pitch two. And my guest, fucking Jesse, who I met over Twitch, is going to pick one of the two that we're going to go over. Jesse, say hi.
Yo, what's up? My name is Jesse, known as Jesse Plays Games for You.
Way to fucking pitch yourself. Jesse goes on Twitch. Why don't you just plug yourself right now? Just get it over with.
Alright, I'm twitch.tv/Jesse Plays Games for You. That's if you want to. You don't have to. It's all good.
What he didn't tell you is that it's Jesse Plays number 4 games. Whatever. That thing. Anyways, it's a number. God, my fucking eyes are just irritated.
The four is silent.
The force. So, Jesse, these are Gumbles GRUMBLEs. It's also Gumble and Jesse. But today we're going to bitch about one of two things. I'm going to give you the choice. Number one, bad teammates in video games. Now, I've wanted to do this one for a very long time, and I haven't. So, bad teammates in video games. The second is, why do people have such a hard time putting on fucking masks? So you can pick, because it entertains me.
I can do either one. We should save the second one because that could be that could be like a super long grumbles right there. The second one, the mask thing.
That's accurate.
But let's do the video games one, because I have a couple experiences I can share on that one as well.
So I'll tell you why this how this starts. Sorry, I'm I can see it and I need to fix it, because my good side is this side, right? It's the good side. This is the bad side. This side has well, that's not appropriate. Basically, it's stupid. So, whatever. That's as good as it can. Anyways, the reason I had this whole topic started from the beginning was I played a lot of Valorant, and I played a lot of Paladins, which you played with me as well. And the issue you run into with those games is, and when I say bad teammates, I don't mean people who suck at the game.
No, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, like my platform and my Twitch, and I think yours as well, because we have similar beliefs and shit, was we don't care if we win or lose. We just want to have fun with people. So
exactly,
that was the cool part, is neither of us really cared about having wins or losses, which kind of worked in our favor, because we met some really cool people. Like I have countless people now who play with us because they know we're not like, you fucking suck at this game, stop playing, right?
Get diamond or get kicked.
Exactly.
That's one of the ones that I ran into back in the day.
God. So when I talk about bad teammates, it's basically the people who come in and say, you're shit at this game, why are you playing, what are you doing, instead of just
uninstall.
Uninstall. Oh my God, uninstall.
Uninstall.
You know what gets me the most is the number one thing that pisses me off more than anything. It's when they say easy, just E and Z.
Oh, I'm guilty of doing the GG easy after winning.
Fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, but I'm kind of guilty. But to be fair, the only reason I would do that was if the other teammates were talking trash too, as well. Because if you're gonna talk trash, you got to be able to take it as well.
Okay, no, that's I can agree with that. But it's just okay, so this is I'm not even kidding. You might be able to ask Mike this question, or Awong, or whoever. You might be able to ask them this. We were playing a game of Valorant one night, and this guy on our team was being an absolute piece of shit. He just kept on saying, why are you playing? What are you doing? How come you're even playing this game? He just, whatever you can think of, he dished out. And
Yeah.
I messaged the chat and I said, dude, you need to shut the fuck up. It's just a game. And
Let
what ended up
me tell
happening
you.
what ended up happening is he actually started going off like, it's not just a game, it's not just fucking blah, blah, blah. And I wish I could remember everything that he said, but he wouldn't stop. And I was like, look, this is why. Because he came to my Twitch, actually. He came to my
Yeah.
Twitch and he started fucking going like, why do you do what? Why? Like, what is your deal with this? And I said, here's the thing, dude. Let's say you're an 8-year-old kid, right? Eight to
Mm.
20. Who cares what fucking age you are? But
Yeah,
let's
it
say
doesn't matter.
you're somebody who's playing this game and you already have a hard time at home, and games are your escape, which they are for most people, right? Like
Mhm.
you play a game to escape from life. It's what you do.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you do. You just chill.
Yeah. So you've had a bad day, and a like more than a bad day. It's a fucking terrible day. And you go to play a game and you're like, I just want to play a couple casual rounds. It's gonna be awesome and fucking blah 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 blah.
And
And
then
then
fucking XX6969 bitches on my dick comes into your game and starts fucking
exactly.
shit up. Oh my god,
So
100% agree.
like what could happen is whoever this kid is or person who's had such a shit day and you're making it that much worse. What if you were responsible single-handedly for worst case Ontario? This kid kills himself.
Oh shit, there's actually something that happened forgot specifically where, but
Mm.
it happened semi recently through I think it might have been a League game.
Mm-hmm.
It was League of Legends. I say League I use League of Legends and Valorant interchangeably because fun fact, Riot made both of them. So the community coming from League to Valorant is pretty much the same.
Okay.
The worst part now is there's voice comms now in
In wait,
Valorant.
oh, I thought you said in League. I was like, what?
And well, League there's voice comms, but for your
Oh,
teammates only, and only
okay.
if you party up. But in Valorant, there's more voice comms. Now you're getting the same toxic community from League of Legends to Valorant, so it's just a recipe for disaster. There's like known. Oh, so anyway, before I get into the logistics of that,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was something where I guess someone had some older dude, some guy, uh, told this kid something. I forgot what it was
Mm-hmm.
specifically, but it's like some type of story where he was talking trash in a video game, and then the kid ended up actually like hurting himself, and
Yeah.
like people were like, why? And then they charged the dude that told him that with like manslaughter or something like that. There was that case, and then there was also the case in Florida where the dude said he was gonna pew pew a school, and somebody took it super seriously, and the kid's like, well, I didn't mean it. He legit he would he there was no way he could have like feasibly done it, if that makes sense. No way he could have feasibly done it, but they took it super seriously and they're charging him with like 18 years
Yeah.
in prison or something like that. But like, yeah, it's just a bunch of like it's a big toxicity, and it like there's a bunch of like logistical stuff that the problem is, I think, and I think a bunch of people share this opinion, is that we don't have our real names online. We don't have our
Yeah.
actual faces. We use profile pictures and like screen names to hide our identity. Like anonymity is what kills the internet.
Yeah, and then there's
Really.
also the fact that when you report someone, nothing really happens. Like Paladin's
um
report system is bullshit. I've
yep.
reported countless people for being, and I always write toxic to their teammates, toxic to their teammates, toxic to the team, and nothing's ever happened. It's happened once in Dauntless. So, oh no, it was Valorant. A bunch of kids kept yelling racial
Oh
slurs, and I got an email the next day saying that those two people got perma banned, and it was an
mm.
IP ban that they got banned from. So like
Yeah,
that, that
don't do that. So I have a personal story,
mm,
and it's pretty funny or not, depending on anyone's sense of humor, really.
yeah,
So it was us and a friend group. We were just it was us, my friend Rusty's brother, his two brothers, and
yeah.
and my friend
Sorry, I was just thinking Rusty.
Rusty. Yeah, it was him. It was his two brothers and my other friend.
Yeah.
And my other friend was like doing like bad, like horrible. Like I'm talking like he wasn't even trolling. He was actually just having a bad game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but my other friend's brother was getting like mad. Like I'm talking mad to the point where like at the end of the game, it was like he got so angry. He was like, he just like, you know what, just uninstall it. I don't want to play with you anymore. I'm like, oh god damn.
Oh, dude.
That's a that's a that's a yikes right there moment. But like
Yeah.
this happened. I want to say this happened like 6 years ago. We're over it now as like a friend group. We were never really mad at the dude.
Yeah.
We kind of like laugh about it now
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. We just laugh about it now. We don't really like. We didn't take
Yeah.
it. I didn't take it serious at the time. He didn't take it that serious at the time. But he legit got mad. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it was like that was the first time I've seen someone like super explode on someone for just having a bad game. I'm like, damn. It's the ranked mentality in League,
I
man.
just
That
I hate it. And I've already stopped playing countless games because of the bullshit that people pull. And like half the time it's not even to me because I don't think I'm that bad at some games. I know I'm bad at some. Like I Valorant, I don't care about that game. I give no fucks. If I'm playing Valorant, it's because I was roped into it, and that's why. But I've quit so many games because of the community, man. And like you'd think so here this is a little off topic, but this is what I was telling you about earlier when we're doing these things. We'll start in one spot and kind of it veers off to another and then it comes right fucking back. But cosplay is the same thing. Everyone preaches how the community is awesome. The community is awesome. I'm here for the community. We're a cosplay family, or we're a game family, or we're this and this and that, right? But there's always some hidden bullshit in it that makes it not a community. Cosplay is so fucking toxic, full of drama, and everyone is shitty to each other. It is fucking crazy. Like, I used to when I cosplayed Deadpool. I still do. But when I was cosplaying Deadpool originally, I stayed on the outside because I was like, these guys are fucking weird. Because I didn't take it so like people would come up to me and be like, where's fucking what's his name Deadpool, and I'm like, see, I can't, Ajax or whatever his name is, like, where's Ajax? I'm like, dude, I'm just wearing a costume.
Oh, it's Francis. I think you're
Francis,
thinking of.
yeah.
Like, where's Francis?
I was just like, dude, I'm just hi. Like I don't do that. That's not for me. That's not the type of person I am. But then I got roped into the community and they started pulling me in, and now I'm a moderator of a fucking thing. And the reason I became a moderator is because I just don't take shit. If somebody's being shitty, I will straight up tell them, you're being a fucking asshole. Instead of like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, this isn't okay, and fucking and flowers and rainbows and unicorns.
No, people need that.
Yeah.
I think people need that, especially online now.
Yes.
I'm not okay, so like as an American, this is mine. I'm an advocate for freedom of speech and all that.
Yeah.
That's
To
that's
a point,
like
though.
yeah, no, to a point. No,
Yeah.
what I was trying to say is that there's freedom of speech, but there isn't freedom of consequence for what you say, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You can say whatever you want,
yeah,
but you have to expect consequences for what
exactly.
you say.
Just like, again, this is just to prove your point. Okay, that's all. But it's like, fuck you, Jesse. You're fat. It's like, okay, freedom of speech. That's sure. That just says
A little
I can say that.
hurtful.
Yeah,
still,
but see, that's the thing. It's just like, oh, what are you gonna do? It's freedom of speech. Huh? You can't do anything. It's like,
I mean,
but
I can't stop you from saying it. You know,
Yeah.
I like freedom of speech just implies I can't stop you from saying it.
But it's still
Or
just
go-
like, just because you have the freedom to do it doesn't mean that you should.
Yeah, and exactly.
That's-
If you use that to bring
Mhm.
people down, to bring down a community, to like hurt people like
Yeah.
maliciously, or do it maliciously, like honestly within a friend group, if we make fun of each other, it's not a big deal because we're just like we're joking around.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously we know we're joking around.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that to a stranger online that you met, and you're doing it because it's like one of those, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, and that's my issue with video games, and like that's why when I say shitty team members, I don't mean people who bad at the game. I mean the ones who, instead of telling you you suck at this game and uninstall it and just go cry to your mom or something, whatever the fuck, or I fucked your mom. Actually, if anybody ever tells me they fucked my mom, I just laugh. Personally, I just laugh. I think it's funny. But instead of doing that, be like, hey, can I give you a tip? Because the first thing that I've noticed in any video game is when somebody's just like, dude, you're doing that wrong. As soon as, and this is like part of like a human psychology. In my, I have not taken any classes on this shit. I'm just not a fucking idiot. But the first thing that you don't do to somebody when they're doing something wrong is saying, hey, you're doing that wrong. Because immediately what they're going to do is bring up a huge defensive wall, and they're in defense mode. So if you say, hey, don't do that, do this, they're all going to be like, ah, what the fuck off. So instead, you're just like, can I give you a tip? And then they're probably more open to it. They'll be like, okay. They're like, okay, so I noticed you doing this. maybe if you try this instead, you'll probably have a better whatever because of this. But you actually,
Constructive
yeah,
criticism.
constructive. But you asked permission first, and because of how fucking sensitive people are nowadays, where it's just fucking ridiculous. Like you can't even
That
go
could be
you.
another grumble right there.
Like
That could be
you.
another grumble right there.
As soon as you yell out you're like, ah, fuck you, don't talk to me, ah, police, right? Like that kind of thing. But if you just like, can I give you a tip? Then the defenses are down, and it's all good. But
I
I just fucking, oh, I can't stand some people in video games, man.
Dude, okay, so I grew up in the PS3 era of video games. I grew up at Xbox Live and PS3. I will tell you they're just as toxic as each other. I've had racial slurs thrown at me. I've had people say I'm gonna like murder you, like legit have murder threats. I've had people like say derogatory things about my mother, my families, like my sister, you know, like I even like had like, oh, it's like if you have a baby, you know, they threatened a baby at me, and I'm like, dude, I don't even have kids. Like number one, I don't have
I'm
kids.
Gonna fuck your kid. What? She's 2 months.
What? Yeah, exactly. Like what are you trying to say? Like what's the problem here, you know?
Sorry, the worst though is when they're like fucking 8 years old and they're just like, where did you learn this language?
Dude, like I had 8-year-olds tell me like stuff they're gonna do with my mother, and I'm like, dude, like how do you know all this? Who tells you this? Seriously. Right? Like the worst part about it, and let me tell you something, the worst part about it is that you try not to respond, you try not to let it get to you, because at the end, 8-year-old little Timmy, you don't know a little Timmy, you know? He's just a little, for me, he's just a little brat, he's just a little kid, he's stupid, you know?
Timmy probably hasn't done his homework yet.
Timmy hasn't done his homework, and I've responded like that. It's like, shut the fuck up, Timmy, go do your homework or something, man. Go watch Tom and Jerry or whatever they're rerunning on Cartoon Network right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what are you doing on an M for mature game? And that's the thing. By the way, there's an age rating on games for a reason. Like, for example, League is a T for teen game. That means 13 and up, right?
Oh.
Yes. And well, that's what it means in the USA. I don't know what it means.
No, I just didn't know that's what that meant.
T for teen, that's 13 and up or 12 and up, whatever. But there's parents that let 8-year-olds play this shit.
That's it.
And
we need to save that one, because now I have another one to add to the list of shitty parenting. I want to add that to the list now. But
the point is that these 8-year-olds are playing games that are like higher above. And the worst part about the ESRB in the USA doesn't rate the online interactions. So the game could be rated T for teen, but the online interactions themselves could be rated M for mature or something like that. But the thing is, they don't rate it because they can't control everything that people say. So the information that these kids are getting through strangers on the internet is like messing with their minds. It's turning them into toxic little assholes. And then when they play when they play with a group of strangers, and that's another thing. When you try and get a group of strangers to work together in a video game, it's a hit or miss, because it's like a dice roll. Like if you try like these are like League, Valorant, and Paladin. Paladin's like 5, right? Yeah. Max. So you get like each one is a 5-man team, because they figured, okay, we get like, because they know the psychology is groups of more than 5 are not going to be able to work together. Frankly, you imagine trying to play Paladins or Valorant with a 10-man squad that you don't know. Man.
You're gonna have like 6 people off in one corner and 4 in the other. Like, bruh. Yeah.
So now bring them together. Now imagine if they're the same toxic little shits. Imagine they're like 4 other little Timmys, and you're the one dude trying to actually win, and you get 4 little Timmys that say, I'm gonna fuck your mom, I'm gonna fuck your dad.
I'm sorry, but could you imagine a team of 10 and all 10 of them are that kid, and they're all just trying to shit talk each other, and they're like, I'm gonna fuck your mom, no, I'm gonna fuck your mom, I'm gonna fuck your dad, hey, whoa now. Like, you draw the line at the dad.
I've had that. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I come from playing freaking Overwatch of all things. And that, okay, let me talk about the Overwatch community real quick. At first, everyone was like, okay, cool. You know, everybody was chill when the game first came out.
That's when I played.
And then all of a sudden, I just get random voice comms. You're fucking trash. Get uninstall the game, you know? Like
That's what
like
stopped me
my
from playing Overwatch, actually, was that stuff. I couldn't do it anymore. They're like, why are you even playing fucking Zarya if you can't even play her right? You're playing her as a DPS. I'm like, I'm doing more damage than you. I'm not dying, and I've killed more people. I think you should shut up. You're stealing kills. I'm like,
what the hell is kill stealing anyway? That's what I don't get.
so
Like there's
kill
no
stealing, in my opinion, again, this isn't a fact. This is my opinion. Kill stealing comes from Halo. And again, that's not a fact. This is my opinion because I was
in
around
fact,
for
so
the
does
first online game, which was Halo. That was the first online multiplayer game that I think.
CE on PC because I got it on PC when I
Okay,
was a
so
kid.
yeah, so for me it was Halo because Xbox and stuff. And
Yeah.
Halo, you'd play on a team of like 5 or 6 or 9 or something or 12, and you would basically follow a guy around. They would damage somebody, and you take the last shot. So that's where kill stealing came from for me. And I think it just evolved into this, just like, if you're getting more kills than everyone else, they just accuse you of being a kill stealer. So you're just getting the last
Yeah.
shot on everything. And it's just like, dude, if I was kill stealing, you'd know. Because I'd be following you around and I'd be not shooting. I'd wait and then I'd go, bam, done,
Wait.
mine.
I've I think they fixed that a lot. But the thing is, in Overwatch, there is no kill stealing, if that makes sense, because everybody gets credit for the kill as
Yeah.
long as you like shot it once.
It's
Shoot a dude once.
eliminations.
Yeah,
It's the same as Paladins. Except in
Yeah,
Paladins, you can still get solo kills. God damn it, I'm
in
really
League,
putting on the S's.
yeah,
Sorry.
in League on one hand, there, well, I feel like there's no kill stealing in League, even though, okay, so in League they have the assist system,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the dude gets the kill, but if somebody else did damage to it, you get assists, and you get basically almost the same amount of gold. I think like 100 gold less
Yeah.
than if you were to get the killed. It's still, you still get a significant amount of gold.
Yeah.
But people is like, oh no, like my KDA is like in a game like League, KDA doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like for example, I know you've played League in the past, but
Yeah. Never
KDA, yeah, KDA doesn't matter in a game like League. Like it legit doesn't matter. You know, if you can go 20-0 and still lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
The point is to find a way to work together so you can get all those objectives and all that. And that's where it fails. You can't get 5 strangers to work together. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to squat. Sometimes in any game that requires teamwork, I'd make it a point to try and squat up. I make it a point to try and get a group going. Like for example, like when I play Paladins, I won't play by myself.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
play with you. I'll play with you.
Yeah.
I'll play with you, and I think
Zord, Miguel.
Yeah. Zorb, Miguel. Yeah, I'll play with you guys. That's it. That's the only. That's literally the only reason why I started playing Paladins, is because like, oh shit, now I have a group of people that I can play this game with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's literally it. I used to play Paladins by myself. That shit was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful, and I was trying to get my like IRL friends into it, and they're like, no, we don't like it. And then I started, and then no,
yeah,
we don't like
it. It reminded me of fucking not Chris Rock, the other guy.
No, like the dude from Family Guy, the
little dude, and Rock Johnson. The little guy.
I don't remember.
He's always with the Rock, and he's in Jumanji. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
That's
there
it.
We go.
That's it. No.
No.
But yeah, now we have another one. We got to talk about shitty parenting, giving your kids iPads. That's one for me.
Let's not.
That's I could go.
No, let's not give the kids iPads. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, good. But yeah, we'll do one about giving your kids iPads just to shut them up. We'll do one specifically on that because I can't fucking stand that shit. And then the other one was people not wearing masks. Because I mean,
I have an opinion on masks. Like a really I want to say I have a middle ground on that argument. I don't know if you want to do it now or you want to wait for the next one.
We'll save it. So we've been about 24 minutes. That's a pretty good cap. In the beginning was a little bit of talking, but Jesse, say your goodbye, and if you want to pitch yourself, go for it. But remember, there's only like 20 people who watch this, so.
Oh, that's fine. It's probably the same people that are like following me and sub to me anyway. So you guys know where I'm at. If you know, most of you know where I'm at. I'm mostly on Twitch. I don't do YouTube anymore because I decided
YouTube's
no YouTube.
Hard.
YouTube is not. I want to say it's harder than Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder than Twitch. But yeah, I just want to say because I want to thank the Gumble Plays community specifically because all y'all helped me out and you guys are like really supportive. And Clint, you're also supportive as well. So I want to thank you for everything that you've done and you've helped me out and all that. So thank you very much. And that's pretty much all I have.
Right on. So now you've actually got your Gumbles Grumbles. We bitched about things, and you just heard 2 teasers for 2 more that we're going to do. I'll try and do one of these every weekend because, now I have a guest who is not shitty on camera, and I just had 24 minutes of proof of that. So let me know what other ones you guys want in the comments. Jesse, you said your goodbye. So yeah, my exit on all of these is thanks for hanging out, and call your goddamn grandparents. Because they're probably pretty fucking lonely right now, especially with another 2-week fucking restriction.
Gam, no.
Oh, God. If they tell you to stop going outside, stop going outside. I don't care if you miss your friend. Shut the fuck up and stay indoors. End of story.